Rain touches the leaves, leaving a lingering presence. Some leaves, however, remain untouched, similar to the soul, with the divine touch of God, which doesn't get stained as a result of its deeds.
Look, he sends me all this philosophical bull. He's a professor in traditional Indian medicine. Maybe he can help us.
Finding a cure for him is my top priority, Louis. He is giving up.
I noticed.
2 days ago, I drafted his will. Half of his estate goes towards his treatment, the other half to a specified beneficiary. I'm talking about a substantial amount of money. That's why I'm here in person to discuss this. Do what you have to. The cost, it doesn't matter. Just find a cure.
Hello.
Louis, I hope you're on time.
Yeah, how's he doing?
He's sleeping. Last night he didn't sleep at all. The Vicodin seemed to have no effect. He was in terrible pain.
Let him sleep, I'll be in soon. I have to review some of his test results. It was a pleasure. I have to get to work. I'll call you.
Hi, how are you?
Good. Sorry I'm late.
It's okay. You hold up at the hospital?
Yes.
Meetings?
Once again. Have you heard from Robinson?
Yes, I have.
Well, I really need to talk to him.
I'll let him know as soon as he's here.
What are his vitals?
His blood pressure is very high today.
Is that Fred snoring?
Oh my goodness, what happened here?
I'm sorry about all that mess. Boy, I'm sure glad you're here.
How you doing, Fred?
I'm in pain. I know that chromomycosis is fairly cured, and I've been having allergic reactions to the medication.
I talked to your lawyer earlier. I'm working on something. Breathe deeply for me. Morning, Robinson. Can I talk to you for a moment?
Yes, of course. Is it about your trip?
Yes, it is.
I've got a hint. I don't know much about it.
Well, I'm at my wit's end. I've been having a difficult time with Fred's treatment. If his condition worsens, I recommend we transfer him to a hospital temporarily.
I agree. I've already decided to forward his files to the University Hospital.
Thank you, Robinson.
Going for a month?
Yes, I've been researching Ayurveda.
I've heard of it. It's an ancient form of medicinal practice in India.
Do you know about Ayurveda?
I've read a few medical journals.
I'm looking for a particular herb only found in India. The information I've gathered here from the Ayurveda Research Center is insufficient. I'm going to India to meet with the practitioner of Ayurveda. They usually don't lend their expertise until you meet with them personally. And since amputation is not an option, this may be our last resort.
Louis, I don't want you to misunderstand me. It's better not to waste time. The use of herbs, alternative medicine.
There's wincristine used to treat leukemia, made from the alkaloid wincrissia. Then there's Respirine used to treat hypertension, made from the alkaloid Ralphus serpentina.
I don't know.
Well, I've just got to explore all my options.
Do what you have to do. I just hope you find what you're looking for.
Thanks. I'll complete Fred's paperwork before I leave.
Here's the mail. Fred, to treat you better, we might have to transfer you to a hospital. You'll be back as soon as you feel better.
I'm fine here. If it's time, this place is the best.
Fred, you have to have hope. We care about you. We want you to recover. That's why you need to be transferred.
Fred, what's wrong? It's just a postcard. Relax. Calm down. What made him so upset?
Lately, he hasn't been sleeping well. He's been waking up with cold sweats and high pulse rate.
Louis, why do you do this to me?
How do you think it made me feel to find out from Robinson you're leaving? I want to go with you.
It's a research trip.
I can still go.
Well, this time I've got to go by myself.
Why? Are there no women allowed?
I have to go meet someone. And in order to do that, I have to follow certain conditions, certain rules.
Conditions? Rules? Are you trying to run away from me?
No. Listen, the reason we haven't been together that much lately is because of one of the conditions. Not that I believe in all this, but I'm willing to try anything to make this work. I have to respect the man's conditions.
All right, fine. Who is this guy, and what is this all about?
Dr. Acharya, a professor of ancient Indian medicine called Ayurveda. We've been emailing for quite some time.
Louis, tell me, what are these other conditions?
I have to practice abstinence, and I can't eat meat. He claims these are very important elements of my visit.
Louis, what is all this?
Dr. Acharya is a very philosophical man. Ancient Indian medicine is based on spirituality.
Don't get too caught up in the spirituality crap. I had a friend who looked into this Indian culture, rushed over to India, and didn't come back.
Stop being so paranoid. I can't discuss my scientific medical arguments without knowledge of his philosophy.
Just don't go over there acting like some American know-it-all. Follow their customs. Very different culture over there. And be nice.
I know what I'm doing.
You do what you have to do. Just come home soon. You know the rules.
अचिन्त्याव्यक्तरूपाय निर्गुणाय गुणात्मने समस्तजगताधारा मूर्तये ब्रह्मणे नमः।
It's so peaceful here. Do you mind if we sit here for a few minutes?
Sure. Have you ever visited India before, Dr. Lewis?
No. First trip. Please, call me Lewis.
Okay.
Please.
Lewis, this is Kerala, one of the most auspicious and significant places in India.
I think I know what you mean about its significance. It has such a majesty about it. And it's so peaceful.
Yes, it is. Lewis, try this. Look at me. Close your eyes. What's the matter? Are you all right?
Just tired. Jet lag, I suppose. I should be fine in a couple days.
Come on. Let's go back to the shrine. Come, let's go.
Why don't we sit outside here for a while?
Sure. Louis, do you know the difference between dreams and visions?
I've done some reading on the subject in college. I believe both are creations of the mind.
You really can't learn everything from a book.
Here's something you might find interesting. A patient of mine gave this to me before I left. I normally don't read this sort of thing, but I read some of this on the airplane. Nostradamus is still a bit of a mystery to the Western world. I also have my doubts about him. Every religion and culture interprets him in their own views.
Nostradamus lived in the 14th century. If he is a topic of discussion today, perhaps his prophecies continue to intrigue us. Ayurveda also says that all humans had the power to look into the past and foresee the future. But now, most of us do not possess that power.
But Professor Acharya, these are all beliefs without proof.
Does an experienced person need more proof? Experience is the ultimate knowledge.
Please don't misunderstand me, but I haven't had any such experiences, so I'm not very interested in these things. Anyway, what I need to know has nothing to do with this. My quest is scientific. As you know, I'm here looking for an herbal cure for my patient. This is my reason for coming here and meeting you.
There is such a cure, Louis. But before I give it to you, I want you to understand a few things. First of all, I would like to know the symptoms of your patient, and then take consent from the herb.
Consent? From the herb?
Yes, consent from the herb. Every plant in this world has preordained qualities.
Certain plants are poisonous, others contain medicinal value. Some are a food source, and others purify the environment, so...
Plants also have invisible colors surrounded by a divine aura. These plants can communicate with people who can see this aura. Each plant is differentiated from the other by its peculiarities, a kind of soulful interaction.
But how is it possible for anyone to recognize a particular herb from the million other plants?
Contributions of several sages over the years have gone into this recognition. Their writings are the foundation of Indian medicine. Purvajanma kritam papam vyadhi rupena jayate. It means that for every sin one commits in his previous life, the sin will follow him as an incurable disease in his future life. That's why I said I'll have to take consent from the herb to see if it is willing to be a medicine to your patient's sins. Do you understand, Louis?
I'm not sure I'm all that convinced.
That's fine. Like I always say, known so much less, but unknown so much more. By the way, are you following my conditions?
Of course.
Good.
If you wouldn't mind, right now what I'd really like to do is take a shower to beat this heat.
How about a swim in the pool?
Oh, that's even a better idea.
Louis? Are you okay?
I'm fine. It's nothing. I'm fine now.
It's hard getting used to vegetarian food, isn't it?
A little, but I'm following your instructions. Anyway, I prefer fruits.
There are reasons why I have asked you to observe these food habits.
Please excuse me, but what do these food habits have to do with my research for a cure for my patient?
There are invisible differences between human cells that develop consuming vegetarian food and the cells that develop consuming non-vegetarian food. This can be identified by one's temperament. A vegetarian is usually more patient than a non-vegetarian. Patience is the virtue that leads a man to achieve great depths of knowledge.
Interesting.
Christina, why are you being so stubborn? I want you to stop and think for a moment. Be practical. In 2 weeks, the bank is going to take over this farm.
Henry and his brother have ruined everything. There's nothing left to gamble. Oh, I don't know why you're so insistent on staying. Do you think Henry cares about you and the children?
We warned you about him, Christina. I wish you had listened to us back then.
It's not too late. Please, come with us and start a new life. We'll help you take care of the children.
Mary! Amelia!
Are you listening to us?
Christina, say something. After all, we are your parents. Do you expect us to stand by and watch you suffer?
Mary, Amelia.
Oh, Mary, you look great.
Sweetheart.
You look great.
Okay, let's go.
You ready to go?
Let's go.
Let's go.
Thank you. Listen, don't pester Grandpa and Grandma, okay? Be good. Papa and I are gonna come soon.
When did she ever listen to us? Go on, do as you please.
Now there was a great outcry of the people and of their wives against their Jewish kin. For there were those who said, "With our sons and daughters we are many. We must get grain so that we may eat and stay alive." Harper, you should always be thankful for the kind-heartedness of Christina. She stayed back specially for you and your family.
Forgive me, my lord, for my husband's unjustness. I am truly sorry for all the cruelty he's done to you and your kingdom.
Harper, I'm sure you understand the risk involved for all of us.
Us understands, Pastor. We can't never pay you back for your kindness.
Please have faith in God, and He will protect you in this life and forever.
I scared Mr. Kingsley and his brother might kill us if he finds out we's gone.
Don't worry. We plan to send you away while Henry and Andrew are gone from the farm. Someone will come today and tell us what we need to do.
Thank you, Pastor.
Boy, come here. Boy, I said come here. Hey. Hey.
Take that off now. It don't be belonging to you.
We is only playing. It was put up there. Mr. Kingley is coming.
hell is the goddamn water for the horses? You deaf boy! You hear those horses coming? I'll leave you alone for 3 days and you're getting lazy.
They clean me out. No good, stinking gamblers. Cheats. All of them. Oh, stinking gamblers.
I'm sorry. You must be tired. Let me fix you a plate.
Sure are hungry, ain't we, Henry?
Yeah, we're hungry. I never suffered so much humiliation all my goddamn life.
Henry, what do you mean?
The money we borrowed wasn't enough. So we decided to double it.
Oh my God, I hope you didn't gamble all that money.
Well, one thing's for certain. You started off winning. We even stirred up a crowd. I was thinking I could leave Henry alone for a few hands.
Henry, what happened?
I lost it. I started losing every hand. I lost all the money. Every penny.
I got back to the table and Henry had bet our horses in the last hand.
Clarence. That good-for-nothing son of a bitch. He cheated. I can't prove it, but he cheated.
Well, lucky for you, I talked to Clarence about trading something other than our horses.
We've got nothing else to trade. We're flat broke.
Why don't we trade the niggers instead of the horses?
Andrew, you're brilliant. You are brilliant. You are my savior. That is great. That is great. It's better we get rid of this goddamn place and those lazy niggers. That son of a bitch, Clarence, he can do whatever the hell he wants with them.
Damn right. You got a thing or two to say?
For God's sake, please, reconsider your decision.
I don't want to hear this. You know we got no choice.
If you won't listen to me, listen to God. Henry, you can't do this. This is wrong, and you know it. Please, show some mercy.
Show mercy. Did your God show me any mercy when I was losing? No. He treats those goddamn niggers with more respect. More than he's ever shown to me. Show them mercy? Ha!
Henry, I warned you years ago that one day she would turn on you. I knew your nigger-loving wife would pitch a fit about selling the Morgan debt. Look, Henry, they bought a share of land from us, and they ain't paid it off yet. Don't let your wife talk you out of it.
I'll kill him. Whoever stands against me, I'll kill them all dead. It's better you stay out of this.
Okay. All right, here we go.
Go, hide,
Can I
hide.
go back there and stay back there.
Better that we chain these niggers up till we go get Clarence. If they run off, he'll take our horses.
That's goddamn right.
Hopper! Hopper Morgan!
Hopper! Hopper!
I think they run off.
Find that son of a bitch! Hopper! Hopper Morgan! Boy, I know you hear me! Hopper!
Hopper! Hopper Morgan!
Andrew! Andrew, I found him! Get up! Get up!
Come on. Come on.
Pastor O'Connor.
Minister Samuel, you made it.
Yes, I read your letter. It sounded very urgent.
Yes, it is.
What's the trouble? What can I do to help an old friend?
There's a Negro family here in town. They need to get away and start over fresh. The Klan has been moving into town doing dreadful things.
Need me to relocate them?
Yes, as soon as possible. They really need to get away from here.
I'm glad to help.
When can you get them out?
How about tomorrow? I will get someone from our church to come over and fetch them on a horse carriage.
Minister Samuel, I'm truly grateful for your help.
I owe you for teaching me the word of God.
Please be patient. So I'll be over soon. Pastor, we have to free the Morgans before Henry returns.
When will that be?
I believe they went into town. Usually they go for about 3 days or so.
Christina, what will you tell Henry once the Morgans escape? Have you thought about that?
Yes, Pastor. I'll take care of things.
The Lord will be the hope of his people and the strength of the children. Harper, keep your faith in God.
But Pastor, when is we leaving? Where is...
Henry won't be back for 3 days. Someone's coming to get you tonight.
It will all be over soon. I have to go back to the church and wait for Minister Samuel. Be ready at night.
Pastor? I want to tell you something.
What is it?
I wish to serve the Morgans a hearty supper before their departure. It would make me feel better, considering the pain and despair my husband and his brother have caused them.
That's very kind. I'm sure they'll greatly appreciate it.
Damn, I am the best. I reckon by the stupid looks on your faces, the bastards got away.
He must have skipped out on us. We searched the whole town. No trace of him anywhere.
Any man that owes me and doesn't pay dies a slow and painful death. You better find the bastards and kill them.
Yes, sir. We'll head back out before nightfall.
See who it is.
It's just us.
You got my horses?
Oh, we got something better than horses.
Yeah, what the hell you got?
Free labor. Henry's got 4 niggers on his farm that owe him for a piece of his land. We could get the debt to you so that they could owe you. You'll have free labor for the rest of your life.
I could use me some niggers. I thought you two were gonna show up empty-handed. And I was gonna have to kill you.
Well, eat. Quickly, before it gets cold. I'll start. Please? You will be starting a new life now. After dinner, it's probably best that you wait in the barn. I will come for you once they arrive. These have been in the family for years. I've always felt that you were family.
Thank you for everything you've done for us.
Luis?
I really don't know what happened. I've never fallen out of bed before. Not even as a kid.
How did you fall?
I fell in my dream, I think. And that's my shoulder. And I can't move the hand.
It's only a mild sprain. Are you feeling better now?
Actually, it is feeling a little better. Thanks.
In just a few minutes, the pain will be gone.
Thanks.
How do you feel now?
I'm fine. The pain is gone. This is amazing. You know, I'm a little sad that the dream didn't end. It was such a clear and disturbing dream.
Don't worry, we'll talk about it later. It's nearing dawn. Time for my prayers. Well, take care.
I'm fine. Thank you again.
കഠോരം
എത്രയും കർണ കഠോരം
അത്ര നിൻ മൊഴികളെല്ലാം
അത്ര നിൻ മൊഴികളെല്ലാം
ചിത്രമെന്നേ പറയാവൂ
ചിത്രമെന്നേ
Do you think it's something more than a dream?
No, I believe it's just a dream. There's a reason for it. In my opinion, this place, our conversations, this has all created the suggestion to my subconscious, which has created the dream. I grew up hearing horrifying stories of slavery. Since then, I've always had an empathy for them. So when you spoke of sins and past lives, my subconscious mind made these slaves characters in my dream. As for my role, when I was a kid, I always wanted to be a priest. I became a doctor. So what I think in my dream, I became what I always wanted to be as a kid, a priest.
That may be true, but usually dreams are seen from our perspective, and we become the main characters. Don't you think so?
I disagree. Dreams are not always seen from our perspective. Hey, sweetie.
Hi, how are you? I just called to give you an update on Fred.
What's happening?
Last night, Fred experienced more pain. For a little while. But afterwards, he seemed okay. Anyway, Robinson contacted the hospital to make an appointment for more tests.
Thanks for keeping me posted.
I'll keep you posted. Bye. Fred? Fred?
According to this chart, some humans, due to their wrong deeds, may be reborn even as animals. This study shows that pets brought up with great affection have had some sort of a connection in their past life with their owners.
That's an unusual philosophy. These beliefs are all acceptable in theory, but it's dangerous to propagate these beliefs based on no scientific foundation.
The most dangerous weapon is also the gift of science. But the awareness of not using it on oneself is beyond science. And this awareness is beyond one's intelligence. Spiritual experience can only be attained at this level.
But how does one gain this experience?
First of all, ego should be eliminated. Ego is not a presence. It's an absence of awareness. Like darkness is not a presence. It's an absence of light. For that, we will require the help of one who has achieved this spiritual experience before, and before whom we must surrender totally.
Wouldn't we achieve spiritual experiences on our own without somebody's help if we were humble?
Come on, let me show you something. It's repeating the same line again and again. It seems to have lost the track. The needle is not able to get into the track by itself. For that, an external force is required.
I think I'm beginning to understand.
There are circumstances in the life of every human being when external forces are required. This external force is true Guru.
They've come back. Come on, we've got to go. Come on, come on.
Whoa.
Papa! Papa Morgan! Papa!
Christina! 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 Wake up. Christina! Christina, what happened? Christina!
They came in and they knocked me down.
What happened?
I didn't see them. They took some organs and ran.
The niggers have escaped. I don't know how.
Go find them niggers, wherever they are.
I'll go with them.
No, I don't think so. I don't want anyone leaving this place. My boys will find them. And if my boys don't find them niggers, I'll just take your horses.
Okay. Okay. If I give that son of a bitch my horse.
Shh, keep your voice down. He'll hear you.
You're the one that gambled all our money away.
Don't worry. I've got it all planned out.
I'm gonna get my money back, and when I do, I'm gonna give you half of my wealth.
Those are some goddamn beautiful horses.
You lost the house. You lost the bar. I'll be damned if I'm gonna lose my horse on account of you. I'm gonna get my money back, and I'm gonna give you half of my wealth.
You're looking better and better compared to that unruly nigger family.
Don't worry, we'll find him.
You damn well better hope so.
Andrew, why don't you fix something to eat for Mr. Clarence? He's got a long journey ahead of him.
All right. Oh, everything in here is stone cold. I'll heat you up some soup.
God damn it, Andrew Kingsley. Don't mess with me.
Sir, we combed the entire forest and no sign of them nigger.
Forget about them niggers. We got these here fine horses. This time, Kingsley, you got off easy.
Andrew! 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 No. No. Clarence! Clarence! You're a dead man! I'm gonna kill you! I'm gonna kill you! You're a dead man!
They're very dangerous men.
Henry. Henry. Henry.
bitch! You betrayed me! I lost everything because of you! Everything! My farm, my brother, my life, everything!
That's it.
There is cure. But
what?
There is more that you need to understand. The recovery of such diseases doesn't depend on medicines alone.
Then what does it depend on?
God is the one who judges the misdeeds of humans.
Yes, of course.
A doctor should also perform his deeds only in the name of God, or else there could be adverse results.
Adverse results? Like?
There would be a lot of negative consequences that would follow us without our knowledge. For every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. In the course of treating a disease, the misdeeds of a patient can affect the doctor's soul too.
This coronary angiogram indicates more than a 80% blockage of LAD. We're going to have to go with an emergency cabbage.
So don't you treat such diseases?
Of course I do, because I possess a divine layer around me.
How do you possess such a layer, and I do not?
Come on. The water doesn't permeate the leaf.
The leaf has a coating, a thin layer.
Yes, you're right. A true doctor also must possess such a layer. That's called God's grace.
How do you get this layer then?
Through total surrender. It's a wisdom that states that a doctor with all humility should surrender his knowledge, his teachings, misdeeds, past, present and future, to God. That's the ultimate knowledge. Indian philosophy calls it preceptor's blessings. It means the disciple, and in this case, the doctor, surrenders everything to the Guru, who then leads him to God. The relationship between Guru and his disciple is the origin of Indian medicine.
Professor Acharya, because of you, my eyes and mind have been opened to a new awareness. May I accept you as my Guru?
I am a simple human being. What you need is a true Guru. It's in front of him that you should completely surrender. And that's not me.
Let's go.
I'm really sorry to hear that.
Louis, you did everything you could.
Yeah.
Just so you know, the specified beneficiary in his will is his pet dog. Come see me when you get in.
Thank you for everything you've done for me.
You're most welcome.
And the total surrender that we spoke about. I'd like to come back if you'll help me to achieve it.
Whether you believe it or not, I shall quote a prediction of Nostradamus. A new light of knowledge from the land where the three oceans unite will enlighten the world. The time is nearing. The world will soon realize it.